What do you make of all of
Well,
this?
I think we're seeing what I call a reality TV version of politics. I think that when you saw the Republican debate the other night, it was more like WrestleMania than a debate around policy and the seriousness of these times. And I think the dumbing down of the American elections is dangerous, and we must really stress to people the seriousness that we're facing, and therefore we need serious leadership. There is an attempt to try and reverse civil rights, civil liberties, as well as voting rights, and that must be resisted with much fervor. And that's one of the reasons that I'm glad Shane Harris and others are organizing in the state of California and San Diego.
How important is it to have NAN in San Diego?
It's very important to us. And San Diego is a major city in this state. As this state goes, as the largest state, and the Electoral College is going to be very important. And as the policies that are enacted in cities reflect all over the country, that's why I wanted to be here tonight with Reverend Tools to pin him myself.
Reverend, talk about your comment yesterday that if Trump is elected, you're going to leave the country, sir.
No, I joked about that. I'm not going anywhere. I said that he probably want to deport me, and they tried to make it a news story. What I did say is that I think that the danger of what he's talking about, of trying to build walls, the danger of what he rose on, the birther thing, is an exclusionary policy that I will resist, and I think everybody should.
Your fight for diversity at the Academy Awards tomorrow night. What would it take for you not to have a protest? What vision?
Well, last year, they did not have any blacks in the top 20 nominations. And Reverend Toulis and all of us had raised it then. They said, wait a minute, we'll rectify it. Nothing happened. A few months later, the chairman of Sony Pictures was caught with emails making racial derogatory statements. She flew to New York and met with me, met with President of the National Urban League, Mark Morial, promised to let's deal with the diversity, the fact that no black has the power to green light a movie. Nothing happened. So here we come again to new nominations. So on the day the nominations come out, that's when we say enough is enough. We will be having a demonstration out in front of the Academy tomorrow and in 5 other cities. And I'll be announcing there that we are now going at advertisers, saying you couldn't break your contracts this year, but we don't want you to sign up anymore to advertise at the Academy Awards until they have diversified and included the Academy and until we get some power in these studios. Otherwise, we will boycott the advertisers. You got to remember, the advertisers are spending money that they make in our community. So the point that we'll be making tomorrow is this is the beginning of a fight. Since we can't take you at your word, we didn't come out last year. We're coming out tomorrow, and we're starting a move that will deal with their pocketbook, because the Academy Award is about ratings, and ratings is about eyeballs, and advertisers are about consumers. The mass incarceration that was being addressed by Attorney General Holder, where he started giving instructions to not ask for mandatory time on nonviolent crimes, is at risk in this election. And we must elect people and deal with people that will continue that to turning back of these very oppressive laws. We have more people in jail than anybody in the world, and many of them innocent, there because they can't afford a defense, and many of them there because of nonviolent crimes. So we must have an attorney general that will go back on that and deal with that in the way that Holder started. We also must change the laws. These mandatory sentencing laws must be reversed. And this is part of why I addressed tonight about Reagan. Reagan helped to start this.
Leaning toward endorsing Hillary or Bernie?
The question is not who I'm going to support. The question is who's going to support us. And I think that it is important that we hear clearly what they're saying in terms of our community. And I am, right now, I'm very much concerned about the Supreme Court and the Academy Awards, much more than I am choosing a horse. I will choose a horse, but I think that my priorities must be to be an advocate before I become someone's surrogate.